A new month is here and there are some big questions which need to be answered this week. Will Greece get its next instalment of bailout cash, which it needs to keep its head above water? Will Jean Claude Trichet reverse the ECB's rate hikes in his last ever meeting? To help answer these questions, I'm joined by UBS FX strategist Siegenthaler. So Bailout, what do you think will be driving risk sentiment in the currency market this week?
I think, the kind of the immediate issue is Greece, because they are likely to conclude the review under the program, so freeing up the next tranche, which would kind of avert any fear of immediate default and so on. So that I think will be a bit of support for the euro. And then the second thing will be the ECB meeting on Thursday, of course. The market is pricing in pretty much a 25 base point cut, but I would think that there are risks on both sides. Some people are calling for a 50-point cut, others for no cut at all. So it will be a very interesting decision. I would think that if anything, the risk is probably on the hawkish side. That Trichet is a bit more hawkish than people expect. So that could also be some support for the euro. Basically, on the euro, we've seen it selling off very sharply the last few days. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a little bit of a bounce either today or even the whole week.
Let's focus on Greece for the moment. The Greek government has revealed they will miss budget targets. Do you think this will cause any problems with the Troika?
Yeah, no, I think that was actually in the weird world of Troika diplomacy, that's actually a positive because it basically means that they are admitting that they are not meeting these targets, but at the same time they were also announcing actions to make up the shortfall. So basically, it was not just announcement that targets will be missed, but more importantly, they announced further cuts in spending and so on. So everybody knows that they are not meeting targets, but the more crucially is whether they'll actually still get the money, and at least for now, they will get the money.
In terms of the ECB meeting, will the fact it's Trichet's last one play a part in the outcome?
It is very interesting kind of point or situation, because there are people suggesting that it makes him more likely to cut because he doesn't want Draghi as an Italian coming in, and first thing he does cut rates. But on the other hand, I would also think that maybe he wants to actually make a point that the ECB is going to cut rates when they think they should cut rates, not when they have some change in personnel. So it's a very delicate situation, which makes everything a bit less or more unpredictable than it would probably have been otherwise.
You mentioned a bounce for the euro earlier. What sort of range are you expecting the euro dollar to operate in the very short term?
Yeah, if anything, that would really be kind of a short-term bounce. So I could certainly see it go back to like the 136 levels that we saw as late as Friday, pretty much. So we are moving in very quickly. So if that's the case, then we would see it as a medium-term selling opportunity, because we actually have a 3-month target of 120, which is admittedly quite aggressive. But so what I'm talking about is like a few days of support for the euro because of what we talked about, not really a longer-term change in trend.
It's certainly shaping up to be a very interesting week again, and we'll keep you updated here on Dukascopy TV. Goodbye for now.